my jabronis and my regular bronies. First, let me show you a book. It's a good book. It's a good book, by the way. I have been reading it on and off. Actually, it's not the best book in the world, but it's okay. To be a real estate millionaire, it's pretty decent. But Merry Christmas to you, my brony brothers, my brony sisters, and to all a good night. Have a good night, guys. I'm ending the stream. No, just kidding. JK. But I want to talk to you guys since you guys are all my brony brothers, and I was gonna do a little short live video. I didn't plan on doing anything too long or strenuous or too crazy, but I really want to just kind of have a one-on-one with you guys. Talk to you, all my. Look, you guys are my brony brothers, all right. You guys may not even be into My Little Pony. Hell, I'm not even into My Little Pony. But I made a dedication when I wouldn't say first started the channel, but at one point I made a dedication, not a dedication, but not even a promise, but kind of a hope, a goal to refer to you guys as my brony brothers, and I don't want to sell out. I want to continue to refer to you guys as my brony brothers. I don't even like My Little Pony. Not a fan. Horses scare me. Ponies scare me specifically. But the only way to get past your fear of ponies is to embrace the lifestyle that the bronies embrace. And that is nude male horseplay, where you dress up as a horse and you bang other dudes. Okay, I don't really do that, but I'm going to pretend to do that just for the sake of this video. How do you become a truly complete brony brother? I don't know. How do you become a brony sister? I don't discriminate. We're all brony brothers and sisters. Or we're both. I don't know. Brony hermaphrodites. I don't know how the world works, all right? All I know is this. You're my bronies and I'm looking after you. All right? You got to look after your brony brothers. All right? I want to be the greatest brony of all time. I gotta charge my phone real quick. I figure since I have such a good camera on my phone, I might as well just take advantage of it. You know, the microphone's pretty decent too. But my brony brothers, hear me out. Are you really truly brony brothers at this point? Do you know what it means to be a brony brother, truly? Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the video. That's the most important thing. I need more simps. I want you to be my simp. I want you to like the video, and I want you to simp-scribe to the channel. So I lost in my fantasy playoffs. I lost by 3 points, basically. And it was a duel of the kickers. I foolishly went against my formula. Normally, my formula is look at the best matchups that each of your players has and figure out which players need to play, right? I didn't do that. There's one player that I said, oh, he'll be fine. He's a good player. Even though Philadelphia has an incredible run defense, I still played him anyway, like an idiot. And if I would have played my other bench running back who had a way better, easier matchup and has just about the same skill set as the running back that I put in, I actually would have won, and I would have been in the championship. Instead, I was hoping that my opponent's kicker didn't get the field goals he needed. He ended up getting them, and now I'm competing for third place, all because I didn't follow the formula of matchups in fantasy football. That is the key. Matchups in fantasy football go hand in hand. Anyway, Nitro Wolf 7876 says hi. Maria Gallardo says hi as well. Hello, everybody. I am the Mr. Rogers of YouTube. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe. Please. I beg you. In fact, I'm going to tell you guys to like and subscribe right now. You guys better do what I say. Hey, do what I say. Hey, do what I say. Not what I do, just do what I say. But my brony brothers, it feels good to be in your presence. You guys are the greatest bronies of all time. Now, what makes a true brony warrior, I guess, is the question. And, well, there's a lot that goes into being a brony. First off, you got to be kind of a creep. Um, if you want to be a real brony, you have to be in into a lot of fetishes. So if you guys want to be my real brony brothers, you guys got to be into some weird fetishes. All right. Austin Rogers says, "Pedo, what the fuck?" First off, I am not a real brony brother. You're the brony. By the way, anybody who watches this is a brony brother. All right. Even though we're not really bronies, we're still brony brothers. All right. Does that make sense? Do you get it? Do you understand the brony brotherhood? Do you feel me, brony? Do you smell what the cock is cooking? Do you smell what the cock is cooking? Okay, fine. Clearly, I'm not getting through to anybody, and that's okay. One of these days I will. One of these days I will get through to the brony brothers. Look. My dividend portfolio is looking very sexy. Just want to let everybody know. My dividend portfolio helps me feel better about my cock size, which my cock is pretty small, but my dividend portfolio is super big. So because of the large size of the portfolio, I can make it work. Anyway, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. Emphasis on the simping. I need more subscribers, is what I'm asking. All I need is, first off, if you guys like the video, that's more than enough for me. So like the video if you can. But really, the true goal is to get as many subscribers as we can and as many brony brothers as we can muster. And truth be told, do you feel like you are a brony brother? Do you often fantasize about hanging out with other dudes, doing nude male horseplay? If you do, you are a brony. That is what you are. My brony brothers. It's okay, though. I'm still a little bit pissed off about my fantasy team I lost today in the fantasy playoffs by 3 fucking points. That was it. 3 stupid fucking points. And all my team had to do, all one of my running backs had to do was not fumble so much. That's all. I would have been totally fine if he would have just played a halfway decent game. But he didn't. He fumbled the ball like 2 times and was terrible at the running game. Granted, Philadelphia's got a great defense, but My boy Brian Robinson definitely fucked me a lot. I fucked myself by picking somebody who was going up against a good running defense. See, it's like I said, in fantasy football, first off, it's about grabbing as many wide receivers as you could possibly grab in the draft, and then kind of figuring out what you're going to do for running back. That'll come later. But Raymond E. Driggers, D, that's a D in there, says this guy isn't a pedophile, Austin. Well, I don't know. Most people think I am. I look like a creepo, though. I do look like a little bit of a creep. I ain't gonna lie. But no, my Brony brothers. Look, it's time that we make bronies great again. All right? Make the bronies great again is all I'm asking. Make sure you guys like the video. Make bronies great again. That's all I'm asking. It's super simple request. And I put the simp in simple. I'm all about the simple life. I put the simp in simple, all right? That's all I'm trying to say. I put the simp in simple. I got a little depressed, though. I was watching that game, man. I was watching the Green Bay Packers, and what do you know? What do you know? They find the kicker gets the kicks that were needed. And I'm pissed. Not that, well, I'm okay with losing to my buddy Cody. I'm totally fine with losing. I'm not fine with losing when I know that my team is really good and really stacked. Nobody cheated. Nobody did any of that. I'm just pissed that my team, who was superior in talent week in, week out, I made one tiny mistake in the running back situation. All I had to do, and look, losers make excuses. I lost. I'm making excuses. But I know what mistakes I made, for sure. I could have played my other running back who had a clearly better matchup, a way better matchup. I mean, this matchup was fucking gold. It was Tyrone Tracy, the New York running back, and I can't remember what defense he was going up against, but their defense was ranked so low against running that it was like kind of it would have been smart for me to play him instead of Brian Robinson. And that right there cost me the going to the championship round. That one lineup mistake, and I didn't think much of it. I knew that Brian Robinson might actually have a tough time, and I still was too cocky. I was so cocky that I just said, nope. I didn't follow my formula. And if you don't follow your formula in fantasy football, especially if your formula has worked the entire time, you're just going to get screwed over. And that's what happened with me. I got screwed over by my lack of following the formula. And all it really is about what matchups are out there with your players. And and all my running backs are fairly middle of the road running backs. So like no running back that I have is really truly much better than the other. They're all pretty evenly matched when it comes to skill set. But what matters the most is the matchups for each of these running backs that week. And that's the key. And I didn't follow my formula. All I had to do was follow my formula, not get cocky. And that's the lesson here. I got too cocky. I got a little too confident. I thought it'll be fine. And little did I know, I paid a heavy price for it. I still, even though I got a little cocky, I was that close to winning. But I still lost, and that was my fault. But I still have the opportunity to compete for third place, which is good. I go up against my buddy Bo. But I got to follow my formula. All right, so if I follow my formula, I can at least get my $50 back that I put in at the beginning of the fantasy season. And I'll break even. I do love fantasy football, though. I am a big fan of it. It's a very nice little distraction when I'm feeling pretty shitty. Let's see here. Raymond says that's some funny ass shit there. You put the simp in simple. That's funny. Simp and simple lol. Huh. Michael Donaldson says, "What up, Garza? Nothing much, man. A little bit pissed off that I lost in fantasy football. Not because of my opponent. My opponent, I'm okay with losing to my opponent. I'm not okay with the choices I made that led to my loss. I'm more mad at myself for actually not setting my lineup the way I should have set it up, because there was one decision that I made which went against my fantasy football formula, and that's still pissing me off. And this happened just a little bit ago. So I'll cool off. Like I said, I'm not mad that I lost to my buddy. That's fine. I deserve to lose that game because of that mistake. I'm mad at the mistake I made that cost me going to the championship. That was the problem. But, and then let's see here. Tish says, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Tish. I appreciate it. Michael Donaldson says, learn from it and move on. Oh, I'm learning from it. I'm just pissed off. Sometimes I let things stew a little bit. I'm pissed off at... Sometimes you got to be pissed off at yourself a little bit. I think it's a smart move. You got to be a little bit pissed at yourself sometimes. But make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. I need more simps. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Oh, but yeah, as far as it goes, man, I'm just a Brony brother, and I'm sorry that I messed up. I'm just a Brony brother. Michael Donaldson says, I was pissed off at myself yesterday. Jack's Cab, I'm sorry about that, man. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, hey, you know what? Sometimes I think getting pissed off at yourself can be a healthy thing. Sometimes you gotta get a little angry. You don't have to stay that way, but you know, it's just like, you know, nobody likes fucking up. That's the one thing I hate, is when I fuck up, right? When I know I can make it, when I know I could have made a better decision. And this doesn't apply. This doesn't just apply to fantasy football. This applies to general life. You know, there have been a few choices that I've made in my life that I'm just like, that's stupid. Why would I do that? You know, and it goes from there. But Jack's Cab Confession says, Mr. Garza, how are you? I'm doing just fine. Well, I'm doing a little bit better. I was doing a little bit shitty earlier. I was pretty pissed, but mainly because, like I said, I don't like making mistakes, and when I know I made a mistake, I beat myself up a little bit. Here's the thing. I know that mistakes are a part of any process, but when it's a mistake that's due to overconfidence or cockiness, that sucks. But you still got to have confidence anyway. But sometimes if you get a little too cocky and you think you got it all squared away, you get punched in the face sometimes. But yeah, doing pretty good. Just honestly happy to do live videos right now. I will say this too. If you guys are wondering why my video count is so low, I actually ended up deleting a lot of old short videos that underperformed. There were a lot of short videos that just really weren't performing very well. And I thought to myself, why would I keep a lot of these videos? There's no reason to have these on the channel. So I was like, well, let's take a look. Let's cancel, and kind of figured it out from there. And then, bam. Man, Green Bay Packers were actually looking pretty good today. But still pissed that they kicked as many times as they kicked. That was so frustrating. Outside of it, though, my Seahawks lost. That pissed me off. Uh, Michael Donaldson says, "Where's the drinks?" Oh, do I have a? I guess no. It's too late for me to drink Coors Light. I got to go to bed here soon. Normally, I would drink like a Coors Light, but I'm not feeling it right now. You should. Michael Donaldson says you should stream from the bar again. I think that'd be kind of fun. I really did enjoy that time streaming from the bar. That was pretty entertaining when we were all playing pool. Really cool, really fun, honestly. Make sure you guys like the video though, and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, by the way, just good book. Just want to just shout out this book again. It's not the best book in the world, but it's pretty solid. It gives you some interesting insight on how to purchase real estate properly. You know, should I talk to are you trying to buy real estate for investing purposes? Are you trying to live out of your real estate while also renting out part of it? That sort of thing. You're trying to buy a duplex, triplex, that sort of thing. Really cool. Honestly, a very fascinating book. It's called Be a Real Estate Millionaire. I'll never know if I need this book in real life, but it's come in handy. I will admit the one thing I like about Dean Graziosi is he puts very basic concepts into he puts complex concepts in. He simplifies them. He takes those concepts and he simplifies them, makes them very easy to digest. And that's the one thing I like about Dean Graziosi. He's a great author, great speaker, excellent lover. No, I'm just kidding. But he's great. And one of some of the testimonies on the book are pretty cool. Like for instance, T. Harv Eker, who I love. T. Harv Eker is one of my favorite. I guess you can call him a self-help guy or whatever, a motivational dude. Dean Graziosi knows what it takes to become a millionaire from real estate by using secret strategies that can be easily learned and applied. This book is a winner. Jack Canfield let's see, says Dean's common sense approach makes it feel like he is personally teaching you exactly what to do while making sure you avoid what not to do. His personal experiences alone are enough to make this book a must read. And it's really cool. I will say that Dean has a really great ability to tell a story. And it's one of the most amazing things about him. So when you are reading this book, you are reading kind of his life story as well. A lot of the principles in this book surprisingly apply to investing in the stock market. Because, it's funny, if learning about real estate investing can actually make you a better long-term investor in general, even though, like I said, I don't invest. I don't actually have any true real estate investments that I've bought. I don't have any real property that I've ever purchased. The only thing I own are my assets, the stocks that I own. I own stocks, bonds, several different types of ETFs. But the point is that the only real true real estate exposure I have is through real estate investment trusts. That's about the closest exposure I have to real estate cash flow is those real estate investment trusts, the REITs. Jack's Cab Confession says like and have been subbed for a while. Great content you bring. Jack's Cab says thank you. Hey, thank you, Jack's Cabs. I appreciate you, buddy. Michael Donaldson says I've got to go. Have a Merry Christmas. Hey, Michael Donaldson. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, my man. Get it, my man. Give a round of applause for Michael Donaldson. Woo! Thank you for hopping in the chat, brother. Appreciate you, man. But I just want to say Merry Christmas once again to all of you guys. I just want to say I'm very thankful, really, I mean this, to have you guys as subscribers. I'm lucky to have my mom with me still. She, with her having to go through that brain surgery, it's still wild to think about. Man, yeah, She wasn't supposed to make it, but she made it. She made it. Um, thank goodness, man. Let's see. Siddhartha Lucifer says, "Hello, Michael. Hello, Siddhartha. How you doing?" But yeah, it's wild. I'm just like I said, very lucky she's still around, and I'm glad that she's able to see another day, which is good. So I'm going to be able to spend some Christmas time with her, which is a great thing. And yeah. Jazz Cab Confession says Providence, Mom, again. So I've been trying to see how buff I am. So check it out. I've been really working on my muscles, like really working on these guns, trying to get them back to normal. But I've been doing a lot of hang ups and stuff like that on the pull up bar, just kind of because like check it out. I got big guns, man. I got big guns. I got large arms, but I'm trying to make them larger. I'm trying to make my arms larger so I can pound some b-holes. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I firmly enjoy. I've regained a new love of working out again. I used to do the perfect push-up, which was a great way to get buff. I got pretty fucking buff in tone at one point. It was crazy, and it was great. Allowed me to be a heck of a basketball player at one point. Seriously, you get in shape, man. It changes some things for you. You're able to do more things, to play at a better level. It's great. But I really do love doing the hang-ups, though. They're my favorite. Just because you're using all, you're just kind of, when I say hang-ups, I mean dead hangs, where you're hanging, like, on the pull-up bar like this. And then you're just kind of hanging there for a bit, and you're like, yep, this is how it rolls. This is what I'm doing. And I'll tell you what, it loosens up your back. Loosens up your back quite a bit. So, check the time. Yeah, I'm probably going to go to bed here in a little bit. I don't want to stay up too late because I do, like I said, I have to be on time for work. I guess I gave you guys another work update. I still don't like the way my supervisor. So there's this lead that I have. I guess she's technically the person who has to give me feedback and stuff. And I really do. It's funny. I've worked where I've worked for a while, and I rarely have problems with leadership. Rarely. And ever since I got on this particular client at the place I work, it's been, and I never reveal where I work or who's giving me these troubles because I do respect privacy. I really do. But she doesn't realize just how condescending she is. And I don't think she realizes how she gives feedback. I'm just kind of done, and I wouldn't be surprised if eventually I got fired. I do an actual, it's funny because I'm doing a good job, but there was so I had 1 week where my call times were a little high, right? A little higher than normal, maybe by about a minute per call. And that sucks. but I think, but the way she was making it out, she was making it out to be that it was like the end of the world sort of things. It's how it always feels with her. Like, I better fix this or else something. There's just such a weird implied something that's always there, and I just hate it. I hate it. I'm not a big fan of her. She's not a she's maybe a good supervisor, but she lacks the communication skills to give proper feedback during those types of one-on-ones or during anything. So I've kind of just it sucks because I can't where I am. There are no other leads that I could switch to, and that sucks. It sucks for me. It sucks for her because I don't. It sucks for her and it sucks for me. One reason it sucks for her is because one, she's kind of burnt her bridges with me, right? And I don't feel like taking any feedback from her anymore. I don't like the way she talks to me. I think she's a little condescending. She talks to me in a weird way like I'm a child, and it just kind of pisses me off. Like I said, I've had many supervisors over time. None who have made me angrier than this one. And the only thing I could do at this point is just do my work, which I've done. The work's been great. I've been doing a pretty decent job. Like I said, I had one little week, maybe 2 weeks. We might have spanned a week and a half, where my handle time was a little bit about a minute longer, right? And she was telling me, "Oh, you're doing so great on your handle time, blah 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 blah," and I have been. Like I've actually been doing really good on it. And just the last week and a half has not been the best. And I figured out a few ways to make my calls shorter. Thank goodness. And yeah, but I don't know. It's just I will say that's the call center life, unfortunately. Even though I technically work from home, I just it sucks when I don't mind like if there are colleagues I don't like, it's fine because I usually the contact is pretty minimal between the colleagues and myself if there is any. Actually, I don't mind most of my colleagues. I think they're fine. They seem like decent people. But I mean, there's some people that you just don't that are part of your leadership that give you feedback and you just hate the way they give it. You know, you just don't like it at all, and yeah, I don't know. I'm somebody who does get a little bit frustrated pretty easily, for sure. When I do feel a little targeted. Like the feedback itself, it feels like they're just looking for excuses to nag at me, to get upset with me. It just feels like it does feel like sometimes I get singled out. And I don't know if it's because I'm Mexican. I don't know if it's because I'm partially autistic and it's pretty apparent. Um, I hate playing the race card. I hate the fact that I have to even say that. I don't know if it's because I'm Mexican. Maybe it's because I'm white. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm both. I'm a half breed. But I don't know if race plays into the equation. I don't know if she just likes to make me feel like shit, and or maybe she doesn't like talking to me, and she's reluctant to give me feedback and just wants to get it out of the way. That's possible too. But I don't like the way she talks to me. Um, and when you have a supervisor that talks to you like you're a child, or that you're not competent in any way, you just kind of tune out. And I think that's kind of what I've been doing. I mean, I'm listening. I take in the feedback one way or another. I listen. But yeah, I'm kind of done. I want to keep doing this job, but uh, you know, it, but when your leadership, I don't know, it doesn't. Yeah, I've just been annoyed. But yeah, tomorrow I just gotta stay focused and um, try not to get too upset, I guess, and then call it good. I'm gonna go to bed pretty early. Actually, I should probably go to bed here in just a second. Um, Just gotta make sure my bag is packed for a few things. I'm not gonna be gone super long, but it's only gonna be for a little bit. Like to go hiking a little bit. But Jack's Cab confession says, I know the feeling. I've left a few jobs because of horrible managers. Yeah. And it sucks. It's funny because this person's not actually my manager. So the hierarchy kind of works like this. So I'm the colleague, I'm the agent who takes the phone calls. There's others who are in my position as well. You can call us the peons, the pawns, the people who have to take the calls. I don't mind taking the calls. Totally fine with it. Um, and then the leadership of and there's the leaders, the leads. The leads are the ones who give the feedback, the advice. Oh, we have a call. All right, I'm live again. That was my boy Christian and the boys. Can you guys hear me now? Salted Fishing says, okay, I don't think I've talked to you since Trump won. All right, gotta go. Peace out, brother. Um, Heck yeah, though, man, dude. Christian and the boys were Christian called me up, which is we're pretty tight. Hell yeah, Christian's the man, dude. But like I said, like I was telling you guys earlier about how sometimes if you have managers who are just, and like I said, the hierarchy kind of works like this. There's the leads who basically give you the feedback and all that stuff and have to critique, and that's fine. Feedback is fine. I've had plenty of leads over my time of working there and had virtually no problems with the majority of them. I've only probably had a total of 3 problems, including this person that I have to deal with. Now, when it comes to leadership, though, this leader that I have to work with, like I said, she talks to me in a very condescending way. I don't like the way she communicates, and it's honestly, it could just be we're two different kinds of people, and I just don't like the way she does things. So that's sometimes when you have leaders who are, people in management who have to. I don't know. I don't envy what they have to do for sure, but I've met good leaders. So I don't know. It's a thing. It's a thing. But yeah, random guy on YouTube says "Daddy," and I know who this is. It's Ty Lord, and Ty Lord. No, I will not pay the child support. Hell no, dude. I will not pay the child support. God damn it. But yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things for me. And then my manager. So there's the peons, there's the leads, there's the managers overall, the big managers, like they got the big old responsibility of figuring out all the big stuff. But that person's great. They're a great manager. It's just this one particular lead who gives me feedback. I don't appreciate her. I don't like the way she gives feedback. It's one of those things that I just I'm checked out, totally checked out. And when your leadership roles, the leads break that. I don't know. I feel like she's just burning bridges with me. I'm burning bridges with her. I told her today that it's like, I appreciate the lecture, thank you, because she lectured me on a whole bunch of stuff, and I was like, this is, you told me no more than 3 days ago I was doing just fine on these, and you were impressed, and now all of a sudden I'm not. Stupid. It's dumb. So it's just like, that frustrates me, man. So it's a little dramatic. But yeah, I usually, I'm one of those people that I just don't typically have a lot of problems with most of my leaders, but this particular one, it's just grinding my gears, man, testing my patience. And like I said, I respect her privacy. I respect my company's privacy. I try to remain autonomous as I can. I never let people know where I work. I'm okay with letting people know what I do, but not getting into real specifics and keeping it as vague as possible. But yeah, sometimes you just have to, bite the bullet. I get paid a pretty good amount of money to do what I do, so I do bite the bullet. Worst case scenario, um, I don't know. But yeah, it's just one of those things. But I do want to say Merry Christmas to you guys. Merry Christmas to my friends. Christian, I appreciate the call, man. Man, that was awesome. I don't think Christian's still watching or anything, but if he is, I would say thank you, brother. And also to everybody there, Ants, Ty Lord, Ray. Yeah, I already mentioned Ants. Merry Christmas to you, brothers, as well. And I appreciate y'all. But yeah, I'm a tired young lad. I had my football earlier. Don't know what happened to it. Right, here's. Shuttle pass. Share, right? Touchdown, 49ers. So, yeah. All right. Gotta stay bona fide here. Nah, this is a pretty big football, to be honest. Feels bigger than the normal sizes, at least. I think I overpumped it a little bit, but it was one of those things, man, that I got the grip. I got that Josh Allen grip on it, man. You got it. You do this. But yeah, I love throwing the football, man. I love doing that sweet, perfect spiral. Felt like I probably, if I would have stayed a little in shape, kept. I think I could have made an okay tight end. Maybe not in pros, but maybe for some sort of small college that happens to have a football team or something like that. I think it would have been all right. Would have been a good tight end. Good old football, man. But yeah, 6'1", 6'2", though. I probably could have been like an Aaron Rodgers style quarterback, though, and just been throwing like a beast. But yeah, this is a sweet ass ball, though. I love this ball. It's a great football. It's the greatest football of all time. Jack's Cab Confession says, did you ever play against or know anyone that played in the NFL? Nope. Well, I take that back. Hold on. You know what? I actually don't think I've ever met anybody, or at least know anybody personally, I should say. Or even as an acquaintance, I don't think I really know any professional football players. It would be fun to actually play against a real football player, though. Just for fun. Like, not a real game, obviously, because most of those guys would pummel my ass. I may be a big boy, but hell, at my weight, my height, I actually could have made an okay linebacker if I would have just beefed up a little bit and just worked out every day. Just work out every day and you're good. Those linebackers, man, they're beefy boys, dude. And if you could cultivate that mass and turn it into muscle, you got something going on, man. Smart shit. But yeah, I love playing football, man. It's fun. I'm not the best at football, but man, do I love throwing. I love that the way the ball looks going off your hand, that sweet spiral, that kind of that motion. Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I enjoy it. But yeah, no, it's fun, man. I really get a kick out of doing this, and this show, I gotta say, has been so much fun. I gotta thank you guys, man. To everybody who's taken the time to subscribe to this channel, thank you guys. To all the friends and family who've been nothing but supportive, by the way. Christian and the boys have been super duper supportive. Like I said, Christian Ants, Ray, Ty Lord, even my boy Ethan. I think I need to do a rap collab with my boy Ethan, though. That needs to happen. My family, like I said, they've been supportive to a degree. My dad has not been very encouraging. In fact, he's been discouraging, unfortunately. But yeah. People like my dad, though, believe that success just falls in your lap, and that's not true. Success is legitimately having a goal, going for it, and trying to make that goal happen. And so far, I've actually done a pretty good job of making that goal happen. I wouldn't say I'm running a super duper successful YouTube channel, but I'm getting more subscribers every day. I'm having fun with the videos. I'm making the videos that I want to make, and I think that people want to see, hopefully. Um, and, you know, maybe make a few people feel better along the way. I try not to make too many people depressed by making these videos, but, I do at the end of the day like seeing people happy. And, hopefully, this can bring you some sort of joy. And also, I want to see people richer. I want to see people a little more wealthier. Legitimately, I'm not talking about get rich quick shit. I'm talking about like just genuinely, I want to see people preserve their wealth. I don't want to see people fall for the traps that make them poor. Um, you know, I don't want to see people in credit card debt. I think credit card debt is evil. Yeah, those interest rates are evil. Um, there's certain debt that makes sense for sure. I'm not a big fan of auto loans, but I do have an auto loan. Luckily, my car is not that expensive, thank goodness. But yeah. But again, I want to thank you all. You guys have been such an incredible audience every single time. Every time. You guys rock the world. But anyway, I'll catch you all later. And for now, I'm out. I'm tired. All right. Merry Christmas, everybody. Woo! Gonna stop the stream.